When Abner Doubleday invented baseball all those years ago, I gotta think that he invented it on a day like today, because it is beautiful here at Mountain View High School today, and we're bringing you some high school baseball as the visiting Los Gatos Wildcats are taking on the Mountain View Spartans here. This game will break a tie for second place in the De Anza League. My name is Mike Messner. I'll be giving you all the action as we go through. Looking at the standings for the league, you can see Palo Alto with the lead in this particular league. Mountain View and Los Gatos tied for second. Wilcox coming in at third place, then followed by Homestead. Next to them would be Los Altos, and then Santa Clara and Cupertino both bringing up the rear. Both of these teams are coming off wins on the far side of last weekend. In the case of Los Gatos, they defeated Homestead 4-2. At Homestead. The Mountain View Spartans defeated Cupertino this past Friday night by a score of 12-4. The scoring averages do tend to favor Los Gatos by a little bit over a single run, 8.8 to 7.4. The hitting and error statistics are a bit different. Mountain View has been out hitting the Wildcats this season on the average, but at the same time, the Spartans have also led in the statistics of errors by less than one error per game. Team stat comparisons pretty much favor the Wildcats also in terms of on-base percentage, slugging percentage, and fielding percentage. Mountain View does have a slightly higher team batting average than Los Gatos. We'll see how that plays out as today's contest goes. Players you'll want to watch this afternoon for Los Gatos, it will be number 14, Adam Sage. He is the leader of these Los Gatos Wildcats in terms of batting average and on-base percentage. And for the Spartans, you'll want to keep your eye on number 10, Corey Wang, who is leading the national average as well as his team in batting average and on-base percentage and slugging and fielding. So we're going to have a great contest today. We're just about set to give it a go here at Mountain View High School. Today's game is going to be the final game that KMVT will be covering this season. Of course, the season has been shortened due to the pandemic, but we are looking forward to a good contest to wrap up our coverage of this. These teams are very much in the playoff hunt. There will be some games that will be played in this league and by the Mountain View Spartans in the days ahead. But as far as KMVT is concerned, this is sort of our swan song for the 2021 season. Leading off now for the Wildcats is Mitch Deering. He is a senior and plays outfield. That's in there for a strike. Mitch has a batting average of .380. He's been at bat 50 times this season. He's scored 20 runs. He's had 19 hits and 5 RBIs. And that one's in the dirt, not close. Mitch's on-base percentage is .500. That one is high. And perhaps that hit him, but he is told to take a base. So just like that, that's how this game gets started. And the Wildcats have a man aboard with nobody out. And that'll bring up Antonio Nanez, who's got a .333 batting average. He's got 20 hits this year, 5 of them doubles, and he has laid down 4 sacrifice bunts this season. So he may be adding a 5th one to that. It's his 2nd year on the varsity. Starting pitcher for the Spartans is Gabe Barrett. I'll be telling you more about him as we go along. There's the bunt. Toss to first, and the runner does advance. So there is that sacrifice bunt that I predicted from Nanez. Gabe Barrett's got an ERA of 1.67. He's got a one-loss record of 4-0. He has one shutout and 3 saves. And he has struck out 59 batters. The batter he's facing right now, number 10, that's Logan Johnstone. That's in there for a strike. Logan's got a batting average of .476, on-base percentage of .609, and he's hit 4 home runs this season. That one's a little high and away. Logan's a senior, and this is his 3rd year on the varsity. Runner looked like he was going to make a break for it. Chased back. Deering has stolen 19 bases this year, so he is definitely a threat. That one's in there. And that will take Johnstone out of the batter's box, at least for the moment. He didn't like that call, but away he goes. That's in there for a strike. That's Tommy Splain, who is now at bat. He's a right-handed pitcher, also will handle catching and first base from time to time. .365 batting average, 7 doubles, 2 triples, 3 home runs. And very quickly, we have an 0-2 count. Just missed. Good curveball there. And they pick him off. So a great throw there by Barrett. And that is his 3rd pickoff of the season. So at the end of the top of the 1st, we have Los Gatos nothing, the Spartans coming to bat. We're back here at Mountain View High School as the Spartans are coming up to bat for their first time at the plate. The starting pitcher for the Wildcats is Tommy Splain. He was hitting a moment ago in the Los Gatos half of the inning. He's got a 1.87 ERA. He's had 6 appearances this season, including 1 start. Pitched 33 1/5 innings. He's had 28 hits against him and has struck out 42 batters. And the first player to face him will be Nathaniel Harris, the outfielder. Nathaniel's a senior. It's his 4th year on the varsity, so he'll be sadly missed in the future. He's hitting .300. He's hit 2 doubles and a triple. And he gets contact on that one. That's popped into left field, and it's dropped. And just like that, they will probably score that an error. But just like that, the Spartans have a man aboard at second with nobody out. And that is not the way Los Gatos wanted to get that started. Now Trace Thompson has got an average of .450 with 9 RBIs. And bunts it right into the mitt of the catcher, and just like that, one away. Trace has never laid down a sacrifice bunt before, at least not this season. And your batter is John Founds. He's a senior with his third year on the varsity, hitting .442. One's skied into right field, and that one they make the catch, and there are 2 away. Barrett holds second. Or that is Gabe Barrett. Beg your pardon. Gabe Barrett is your batter, hitting .426. 3 doubles, 3 triples, and 1 home run. Runner goes. And he is safe. Nathaniel Harris, who is 7 for 8 now in steals this year, has only been picked off once. That one's just a little high. 1-1 the count. So for the first time, Mountain View has a man in scoring position. That's into left field, and that should bring Harris home. And Barrett is aboard. That's his 21st hit, and the Spartans have opened up a 1-0 lead over the Wildcats. That one's low, ball 1. That's Nate Bonfilio who's at bat. He's hitting .341. That's in there for a strike. Nate's had 15 hits this season. 9 RBIs, 5 doubles, 1 triple. And that one is outside, ball 2. Chopper, that's going to go, and the shortstop, I think, was waiting for that one and bobbled it. And that may be the second error that is scored on Los Gatos. That was Antonio Nanez, or Nanez, I beg your pardon. That's his 3rd error this season. And there's runners at first and second with 2 outs. Your batter is Liam Barrett, 300 average. That's a souvenir that'll end up in the football field. Liam's hit the ball 12 times, 10 RBIs, 3 doubles. Not that this is a time to do a sacrifice bunt, but he's laid down 3 of them. And that one's in there. So 0-2. And now Splain, maybe thinking he's just got to get out of this inning without getting any more hurt. 1-2. Big lead off a second. And that one just a little high. 2-2. That one in there, and the side is retired. So the Spartans are gone, but they do pick up a run on a couple of errors, and they do leave 2 behind. We've played 1 full. It's Mountain View 1, Los Gatos 0. We go to the top of the second now at Mountain View High School, as Mountain View has built a 1-0 lead so far. Gabe Barrett continuing to pitch for the Spartans. And your batter is the pitcher Tommy Splain, who's got a .365 average. 7 doubles, 2 triples, and 3 home runs. So he's got, whoa, quite the record. That one's fouled back into the backstand. Tommy Splain's slugging average is .750. I've spoken a little bit about his pitching. I'll say more the next time he's on the mound. That one's very high. That evens the count at 1-1. Tommy's a senior. This is his 3rd year on the varsity. He gets a piece of that one, and that's fouled back. 1-2 the count. Yeah, just missed on that one. 2-2 the count. Tommy Splain, 6'4", 200 pounds. So there's a reason for those slugging statistics. And now Splain's facing down a full count, facing Gabe Barrett. That one's just a little low, and Splain is aboard. That's the 10th walk he's gotten this season. And that'll bring up Kai Horry, who's got a .385 average. He's also on the basketball team. This is his 3rd year on the varsity baseball team for Los Gatos. And he gets a piece of that one, fouls it back. 21 RBIs, 7 doubles, 2 triples, and 2 home runs. Slugging percentage of .646. One's a little high, 1-1. Tommy Splain has stolen 4 bases. I don't know if he's going to try, because the last time, and that's bunted, and it looked like it was going to go foul, but it is recovered. And there's a sacrifice bunt for you, and that's the first one that Kai Horry has done this season. And the runner advances with 1 out. Well done. Michael Splain now the hitter. Average of .309. 17 hits, 5 doubles, 2 triples, and 1 home run. Slugging average .527. That's in there. Michael, 3rd year on the varsity. I'm speculating that he is related to Tommy Splain. That one's a little bit outside. Still trying to get that ball down. 2-1 now. Michael Splain has walked 14 times this season. And very high, so going the other way, and now he's got a 3-1 count. This is not the way Gabe Barrett wanted to face down this batter. And swing and a miss. That'll bring it to a full count now. Now we'll see if Barrett can get that fastball down. And he can't. So now, operating out of the stretch ×2, and Barrett's going to have a conversation with his catcher. Shane Doty will be coming up next. Shane's got a .303 average. He has hit 5 doubles. He has 15 RBIs. Has not done a sacrifice fly or a sacrifice bunt this season, but this might be the time. It's his second year on the varsity. He is a 3-sport athlete: basketball, football, and baseball. Triple crown, if you will. That's in there. That one skied into just along the second base line. That is caught. And they'll bring 2 away. Or is it 1? No, it is 2. And with that, your batter is Jaden Mazzafiero. That's in there for a strike. Jaden's got a .293 average, 6 RBIs, 3 doubles, 5 walks and 5 strikeouts, and .365 slugging. And the batter asks for time there, or perhaps the umpire does. Now we're ready to go. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Jaden has struck out 5 times this season, but he's walked an equal number of times. He's also a football player. Jaden kind of straightening up the batter's box. Now it looks like he's ready to go. And that one just missed. Good pitch, though. Swing and a miss. And that's going to retire the side. So, no runs, no hits, and they left 2 behind. And we're headed to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 Mountain View. Welcome back to Mountain View High School. We're headed into the bottom of the second inning. So far for Mountain View, 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors. For Los Gatos, no runs, no hits, and 1 error. Your batter is Chase Yoakum. He's a junior, also on the football team, and he gets a hold of that one, but the field is right there. 1 pitch, 1 out. I'll say more about Chase later on. And that'll bring up Billy Peer, who's hitting .414 this season. 12 hits, 5 RBIs, and that one, that's not going to help his average. 2 pitches, 2 outs. I'm sure I'll say more about Billy. And that'll bring up very quickly Trent Steffen. And I wanted to wait until I said until we got the first pitch done before I said anything about Trent. He's batting .250. Yeah, 2 pitches, 2 strikes. He's a senior. It's his 2nd year on the varsity. 4 hits, all singles. And 3 pitches, no. That one just a little bit outside. So 1 and 2 there. Curveball missed there. Chopper, and that's going to meet in the gap. He's going to have to hurry, and he's safe, as not quite able to get that down was number 30. And that one will not help matters. So now board with 2 men out. Nathaniel Harris, we go to the top of the order, and Nathaniel, that's way up there, and they're chasing it, and they don't quite get it. But I don't believe that went off the mitt of the catcher, so that's going to be going down as a foul ball. We saw Harris a little earlier. I believe he went ahead on a walk, and then he did steal a base. Ground ball in the gap, and that's an easy one. And that time there's no problem with the first baseman. So no runs, no hits, 1 man left on an error. We've played 2.5. It's 1-0 Mountain View. We're back at Mountain View High School as we're headed into the top of the 3rd here. Antonio Nanez is your batter. And that one's in the dirt, and that one gets by the catcher. Don't know how that's going to be scored. Antonio has he's appeared once. This is his 62nd time at bat. That's 2 low pitches there from Gabe Barrett. Nanez plays infield, and he's also been known to take a turn at pitching. That one's in there for a strike. And that one's going to hook foul, I believe. And out of play. So we've got a 2-2 count now. Oh, I beg your pardon. That is Makoa Sniffen at the plate. I only saw the 2. And ground ball back to the pitcher. Barrett will go for that one, and there's 1 away. Makoa there had been up to bat 51 times, counting that one. but we'll be seeing him again, I'm sure. Now we have Mitch Deering, so we're at the top of the order again. Just missed there. So it's 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that one a little high. Mitch might have been chasing that just a little bit. Swing and a miss, and Deering is down on strikes. 2 out now. That one's in there for a strike. Now we have Antonio Nanez. Swing and a miss. Barrett has been pretty good this inning at getting the Los Gatos batters to chase his pitches. Oh, and that one will hurt, but he's aboard. And he's hurting. So we may get a pinch runner. As they're looking over Antonio Nanez. That is the 7th time he has been hit by a pitch this season. We'll step aside while they look over Antonio. We'll be right back. Don't go away. So Antonio Nanez seems to be okay. He did jog out to first base. 2 outs, 1 on. He did get hit pretty hard there on what looked like his left shoulder, and that'll bring up Logan Johnstone. Logan appeared earlier and went down swinging. Thrower to first. Antonio gets back. That one's in the dirt. 1-0. That one's in there for a strike, and Logan watched that go by. 1-1 the count. Antonio taking a little bit of a lead off there. And that one's high, or is it in? No. Good pitch, but a little bit high there. Looking again, and Logan looks like he's just going to play a little cat and mouse here with Gabe Barrett. 3-1 the count. And that one not even close, and Logan's aboard for the 21st walk of this season. And suddenly, Los Gatos has a man in scoring position with 2 outs here in the 3rd. And they're going to have a little bit of a conversation. We'll step aside while they do that. We'll be back in just a moment. Two outs in the top of the 3rd inning here at Mountain View High School. 2 men on, and Tommy Splain at the plate. Tommy walked the last time we saw him. That one misses just a little bit, ball 1. And the umpire calls time. Not quite sure what that was about. Now they're ready to go. And that one's drilled, and that one is going to fall, and that is going to bring at least one player home. And is he out at third? No, he is safe, and we got ourselves a tie game. As Antonio Nanez, probably feeling kind of sore, but he scores the tying run. And your batter now is Kai Horry, who laid down a sacrifice bunt the last time we saw him. But he's also hit the ball 25 times, and he's got 21 ribbies and a couple of home runs to boot. That one's in there for a strike. That one is fouled into the lacrosse field here at Mountain View High School, which has been laying fallow for most of this year due to the pandemic, but should be back in operation next school year. Just a little high. 1-2 the count. Still 2 men on. That's in there, and that will retire the side. But Los Gatos does get the tying run. They get their first hit on the board. And we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. We are tied at 1 apiece. Don't go away. We got ourselves a horse race here at Mountain View High School as we head into the bottom of the 3rd inning. Your Spartan batter will be Trace Thompson. Trace has a .450 batting average. He's got 18 hits and 9 RBIs, 3 doubles, a triple, and a home run. Slugging is .650, and he's stolen 19 bases on 21 attempts. In the dirt, 1-0. One and one now, the count. Ground ball. The second baseman runs over and gets that, and there's one away. Your batter now for Mountain View is John Founds. He's a senior with 3 years on the varsity under his belt, counting this one. He's hitting .442, 23 hits, 7 doubles, and now he's got 1 strike against him. And that one's a little high. Splain might have been rushing that pitch a little bit. That one's in there for a strike. So 1-2 count. John Founds has struck out 10 times this year. Ground ball, and that one will get through. Base hit. So the overshift did not pay off there for Los Gatos, and Gabe Barrett is your batter. Gabe did get a hit the last time he was up. We were talking about pitch counts in between innings. Gabe's thrown 56 pitches so far, and he ticks that one. That one's going to end up in the Los Gatos dugout. 0-1. That one's headed. Is that headed out? It is out of here. 2-run home run for Mountain View. And that's the second home run of the season for Gabe Barrett. And the Spartans now have a 3-1 lead. And that one, Barrett was never fooled. He saw that one headed downtown from the very beginning. Nate Bonfilio now in the box. And that's in there for a strike, so very quickly building an 0-2 count. And that one, Lane trying to paint the corners there, but just missed. And did he go around? He did. All right. Okay, and they're 2 away. So Nate struck out there. And the batter is now Liam Barrett. And Liam faces down a strike. Liam hitting 300.
Yeah, take your time, Liam. Take your time. That's right. That's right.
2 strikes there. Liam struck out 9 times this season. And Liam asks for time. Liam now stepping out again. And he gets a piece of that one, and that'll end up out behind the stands, behind the bleachers, I should say. Count remains 0-2. And he knocks that one into center field, and that one's gonna fall. And he's got himself a single. That is his 13th hit of the season. So the Spartans are at it again, and Chase Yoakum comes to the plate. Chase hitting .359, 14 hits, 10 RBIs, 2 doubles. And an attempt there to pick off Barrett there, but it didn't come off. Barrett has stolen 5 bases. He's only been caught out once. That one's in there for a strike. 1-1 count now. Chase is his second year on the varsity. He's also on the varsity football team for Mountain View High. one's hit down the right field line, and that is fair. And Chase has got his 15th hit. So, operating out of the stretch again as Billy Peer at hitting .414. I didn't get a chance to say much about him last time. And he looks at a strike coming in. Billy's had 12 hits this season, 5 RBIs, and he could be looking at a couple more if he's able to make some contact on this one. And that one's headed way high. And it's caught, and that will retire the side. But Mountain View picks up 2 more on a 2-run homer, hit very impressively by the pitcher, Gabe Barrett. We've reached the top of the 4th inning here at Mountain View High School. 3-1 Spartans, and Michael Splain is your batter. Michael is a left-handed batter, of course, and he's a left-handed pitcher. And that one's in the dirt. .309 batting average. 5 doubles, 2 triples, and 1 home run. Swing and a miss. That'll even the count. Michael Senior is 3rd year on the varsity, a statistic remarkably like the other Splain on this team. That would be Tommy. There is a significant difference, height difference between the two, but my director and I are pretty sure that those two are related. And he gets a piece of that one. He'll live to see another pitch, and it's 2-2, the count. That one very high and wide. And that will bring us to a full count with nobody on. Swing, and that would be the 3rd strike, except that it was dropped. And so Michael Splain will live to see another pitch. Swing, and that one was held onto, and Michael is down. 1 away here in the 4th. Shane Doty, your batter now. Shane is the first baseman. And he looks at something that just missed on the outside. 1-0. And he looks at an almost identical pitch that missed in a slightly different area. Shane's been at bat 33 times this season. 10 hits, 5 doubles, and a triple, and a .454 slugging average. And that one was in there for a strike. 2-1 the count. As I said earlier, Shane plays basketball and football also. And 2-2. Good pitch. And he watches that one, and that one missed, and that'll bring it to a full count. So now we'll see what Shane does as Gabe's looking to go inside. And Shane thought he was on his way to first, and the umpire said, nope, you better grab some pine meat. 2 away. And Jaden Mazzafiero batting .293. He's also on the football team. This is his second year on the varsity baseball team. 41 at bats, 12 hits, 6 RBIs, 3 doubles. And he looks at that one go by him and a little bit outside, 1-0. Swing and a miss. That one's in the dirt, 2-1. Swung at that one, and that'll even the count at 2-2. And that one goes by him, and that'll fill the count. That may be the 3rd time this inning that has happened. And Gabe Barrett has been able to get out of all of this so far without getting hurt. And that one's tipped and fouled. Count remains 3-2. That is the 75th pitch that Gabe Barrett has thrown this game. Swing and a miss, and that will do it for the Wildcats. As Mountain View continues to hold on to a 2-run lead, we're headed to the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-1 Spartans. Don't go away. Welcome back to Mountain View High School. It's the bottom of the 4th inning, and Mountain View holding on to a 2-run lead thanks to a 2-run homer by Gabe Barrett. And Trent Steffen will start things off for the Spartans. Trent does have some pretty extensive pitching statistics. I'll share those with you if and when he comes to the mound. Batting .250, 4 hits, 1 RBI. As Los Gatos getting ready to face down. They don't want to let the Spartans build on this lead. Now we're ready to go. And that one's chopped straight to the second baseman. Throws it 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 out. Top of the order now, Nathaniel Harris. Harris stretching out a little bit. And that one's high and wide. The wind has not been a factor so far. You may be able to hear it over my microphone, but hasn't impacted the gameplay so far. There's a strike. But it's a day in late May, and these students are very close to being done. It's finals at Mountain View and Los Altos High Schools next week. And the seniors will be taking a walk across the stage. They didn't do that last year for obvious reasons. So that'll be an event to remember. Lets that one go by, and that's a called strike. 2-2 now. That one's coming just a little bit low, and 3-2 is now the count. Harris is ready. And that one's low, and Harris takes a walk. That's his 4th walk of this season. And your batter is Trace Thompson. Was turning to bunt. He has not had a sacrifice bunt so far this year, at least not a successful one. And now he's going to shy away from that, as the count's 1-1. That one's in there for a strike, 1-2. Harris did get a steal in, I believe, the first inning. He's 7 for 8 on steal attempts. And a swing and a miss, and that'll do it for Trace Thompson. John Founds now coming to bat with 2 out and 1 on. And that one is foul beyond the third base line, 0-1. John, an infielder by trades, shortstop and third base. And that one is hit off the edge of the bat, and that one is caught, and the side is retired. So we'll head to the 5th inning here at Mountain View High School. The Spartans still leading 3-1. We'll see what Los Gatos does about that little dilemma when we come back. We go to the top of the 5th here at Mountain View High. Still a 3-1 lead here for the Spartans. Makoa Sniffen at bat. And he nails this one into center field. The fielder goes back, reaches up and grabs it. 1 pitch, 1 out.
Get the weight room, get some protein.
Mitch Deering at bat now, top of the order. Matt laying down a bunt, and that gets past the pitcher. They're going to have to charge it, and he is aboard. That's his 20th hit on a very well-placed bunt that I think caught Gabe Barrett in the infield napping there. So now Barrett's going to have to operate out of the stretch, and your batter is Antonio Nanez. That one's way up high. And it's caught. Great move there to catch that foul ball. That was Ken Pan who got that one for the Spartans. for the first out of the inning. Make that the second out. Logan Johnstone up. I think this is his third appearance. Deering taking a lead off there and chased back again. Deering has stolen 19 bases, so I can understand Barrett's concern about him. And that one's fouled and hits the backstop. And that one is nailed out into right field, base hit. And was he able to get it? No, he's out. He is out. He made a turn around first base and then could not get back to the bag in time and wasted a very well hit ball. And Los Gatos is not going to be talking that up as one of their finest moments. So we head to the bottom of the fifth inning. It's still 3-1 Mountain View. We have arrived at the bottom of the fifth here at Mountain View High School. Gabe Barrett at bat, and Gabe was responsible, of course, for that 2-run home run at his last time at bat. He's facing Tommy Splain, who continues to pitch. I think that was either his 50th, that was his 60th pitch that he just threw, and it's a ball. That one's in there for a strike. 1-1 now the count. And that one's in there as well. So Tommy Splain maybe wanting to make up for the home run earlier. And now Barrett hits that one chopped. The third baseman gets it, throws very high, and Barrett is aboard. And that will go down as another hit for Gabe Barrett, at least from what I can tell. And he has to come back after Nate Bonfilio swung and missed at a very high pitch there. And that one's in there for a strike. 0-2. Barrett, in every attempt he has made to steal a base, has never been picked off. And Nate Bonfilio for his second strikeout of the game. And the Mountain View batter is Liam Barrett, who has one base hit this game. Swing and a miss. And Liam backs off on that one, takes the ball. 1-1 now. Runner goes, and he's going to be in there. And his stealing record remains unblemished. 6 steals, 6 attempts. Meanwhile, Liam hits that one straight at second base. And he's down. The runner advances. 2 out, 1 on at third. And your batter is Chase Yoakum. Barrett's coming off the field here. And the pinch runner will be Corey Wang, who similarly has an unblemished steal attempt. I don't know if a steal of home is apropos at this point. There's a strike. Yoakum has a hit in this game. Swing and a miss. 0-2. And that one is a strikeout. And Los Gatos gets out of the inning without any more damage done. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. And we're headed to the 6th inning. It's 3-1 Mountain View. We're in the top of the 6th now at Mountain View, and the Spartans still holding a 2-run lead. Tommy Splain, who's been handling the pitching duties for the Wildcats, is up. He's walked at least once in this game. And he gets a piece of that one, and that one is over our desk, and that'll land in the track. Hopefully did not knock out any runners who were using it at that time. And it's an 0-1 count. And he got a piece of that one that will also be hooked foul. And a third foul, and that one is headed into what appears to be the bleachers. And that one is staying in. It's headed into right field, and I believe that was caught, and that will be 1 away. Tommy Splain retired. And that brings up Kai Horry, who's laid down a sacrifice bunt. Earlier on. And that one's just a little high. Kai Horry is 5'8". And I'm mentioning that because I wasn't sure what the strike zone was, but he's been able to evade that as the count is now 2-0. And that one's in there for a strike. Gabe Barrett's pitch count is now up to 88. And Kai gets a little bit of that one, and that one is going to head, that's going to fall in the grass behind the stands there. That one also high, and that should bring it to a 3-2 count. And Kai hits that one, and that is going to be foul, although great effort there by the Mountain View left fielder. I think that was Shota Fletcher there. Made a valiant effort, but foul, and so Horry will face another pitch. Horry asks for timeout. And that one hit straight at the second baseman. He'll throw to first. And there are 2 away. And your batter is Michael Splain. And now one a little bit low, 1-0. Swing and a miss. That was in and out of the catcher's mitt, but that should go down as a strike there. 1-1. That one's hit into center, and fielder's right there, and the side is retired. So no runs and no hits, as Los Gatos can't find a way to overcome the Mountain View lead. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th, 3-1 Spartans. We're back here for the bottom of the 6th inning. Billy Peer will be your batter very shortly, as the umpire having a quick conversation there with the Mountain View bench. Tommy Splain continuing to pitch. And Peer chopping this one. They're going to have to hurry, and they do get him out. 1 away, 1 pitch. And your batter is Trent Steffen. And that one's in there for a strike. That one's also hit almost over the head of the shortstop there, but it's handled, and there are 2 away. And Nathaniel Harris is your batter. That one's in there for a strike. That one's in the dirt. 1-1 the count with 2 away, nobody on. That one's high. That one also high. A 6'4" pitcher on a mound, pitching to a 5'10" hitter. You've got obstacles. And he hits that one. That may be, no, is that a fair ball? Apparently it is, and Harris steaming into second. He's got himself a double. That's his 10th hit of the season and his 3rd double. And your batter is Trace Thompson. Don't forget, Harris has also stolen a base today. So he's had a good day for his records. Let's see what Trace Thompson can do. It's still 2 outs, of course. And that one's in there for a strike. This would be Mountain View's last time at bat if this lead holds, so they want, and there's Thompson getting a piece of that. Felt like he hit that one off the hands. Swing and a miss. And that will do it for the Spartans in this half of the inning. So they do get a double out of Nathaniel Harris, but it's going to go for nothing as we're headed to the top of the 7th. Let's see if Los Gatos can even up this score. It's 3-1 Mountain View. All right, we've come to the top of the 7th inning. This is the last chance for the Wildcats. They need 2 runs to tie and 3 to break open a lead. As Gabe Barrett continues to pitch. He's going for his 2nd completed game. Swing and a miss there. That's Shane Doty. That one's low and outside. Evens the count at 1-1. And that one's in there for a strike, and Shane caught looking on that one. And chops this one. Is it going to get past? Yes, it is. And Shane Doty is aboard for his 11th hit of the season. And Gabe Barrett is going to have to play this one out of the stretch. Teague Drotar is the batter now. We haven't seen Teague before, but he's got a batting average of 600. 6 hits this season, 2 doubles. A slugging average of 800. 3rd year on the varsity, also on the varsity football team for the Wildcats. So big guns coming up here for Los Gatos here in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss. And that one's in there for a strike. As Barrett perhaps realizing what he's up against. Can see a completed game in sight and moving towards it, and Drotar is out. Swinging. And that'll bring up, I believe that's Makoa Sniffen. And it is Sniffen, and he chops that one sharply foul. One out, one on. And that one's in the gap. Shortstop gonna have a long throw, and I don't think it, that one may have been overthrown. And you have runners at first and second. So that's the 23rd hit so far this season for Sniffen. And now Mountain View may be having a conversation, and it may be time for Gabe Barrett to grab some pine. So we'll see how that conversation goes. We'll step aside while they finish up that talk. Don't go away. Well, Gabe Barrett still on the mound for Mountain View. But he's got runners at first and second and one out. And that one squirts away from the catcher, and a free 90 feet for those two runners. As now Los Gatos has two runners in scoring position, and Mitch Deering at the plate. Mitch hits it, and they're going to try to make the play at the plate. They got him. And Timmons can't believe it. So with two outs, and now the Mountain View squad's going to have another conversation. Deering did get a hit out of that, his 21st of the year. And it looks like we're going to have a new pitcher for Mountain View. Chase Yoakum, number 14, walked onto the field. He does have pitching credentials, so and here we go. Chase Yoakum. So he's got a 3.64 ERA. He's got a win-loss record of 2-1. He's had 6 appearances this season, 1 start, 1 save. He's faced 111 batters, 12 walks, 27 strikeouts, and has not thrown a wild pitch this season. So we'll see how all of that plays out. So with the new pitcher, Chase Yoakum, Mountain View tries to finish off Los Gatos, and that one is hit foul down the right field line. Batter here is Antonio Nanez once again. as Antonio has a chance to get his team ahead, and that's going to be hit sharply. It gets past the third baseman. 1 run is in. And we got ourselves a 1-run game here in the 9th. So a little drama here in late May at Mountain View High School. And the Los Gatos batter, Logan Johnstone, has a chance to tie this thing up or maybe put his team ahead. You got runners at first and second, and a .476 batting average at the plate. Hit sharply, that's gonna get past. And here comes the tying run, and he's safe. And Los Gatos has tied this thing up. And they've still got 2 runners at first and second. So a great comeback. And a great hit there by Logan Johnston. His 31st hit. And that should count as an RBI. And Tommy Splain now at the plate with runners at first and second. And we have ourselves a tie game here. And that one's in there for a strike. As Chase Yoakum, realizing where he's at now. Swing and a miss. That brings it to 0-2. And Yoakum's going to have a quick conversation with his catcher there. Tommy Splain. That one's high. It's 1-2 now. Yoakum trying to get out of the inning. And that was close. We almost had a pickoff there. One and two. And that one's tipped. So Tommy Splain will see another pitch. And that one's in the dirt. It gets by the catcher and a free 90 feet. So now you got runners at second and third, just in case you thought this wasn't dramatic enough. And that is the second or maybe the third pitch that has gotten by the Mountain View catcher. I don't have the scorebook here. I don't know if those would be listed as pass balls or wild pitches, but irrespective, the runners will advance. And that one's just outside. And the Mountain View fans not fond of that call. So 3-2 now. Set. And that one's in the dirt. And we've got loaded bases here in the top of the 7th inning. And suddenly, Los Gatos staring down the possibility that they could break this thing wide open. And Kai Horry coming to the plate to try to make those wishes come true. Perhaps I mentioned this, Kai also plays on the varsity basketball team for the Wildcats. Fouls that one off. Oh, and 1. That one hit well into right center field. It is out of here. Au revoir, ballon. Grand slam hit by Kai Horry. As we've now got a 7-3 game in favor of the Wildcats, and Kai Horry gave them that lead. A grand slam. And that may be one that he will remember from what may otherwise be a disappointing senior year due to the pandemic, but sweetens it up a little bit. Now Michael Splain. And Splain gets a piece of that one, so it's going to go to 0-1. And Mountain View not anticipating having to overcome a 4-run lead in the last of the 7th, but that is at least what they will have to overcome. That one's high, ball 1. That one's in the dirt. Might have tried to get a slider in there. 2-1. That one very high and away, and 3-1. And Chase Yoakum walks the batter. And Michael Splain is aboard. And things get more interesting all the time. Shane Doty, who was responsible in part for getting the tie for Los Gatos, back at the plate now. And that one in there for a strike. Chase Yoakum pitching well, but also dealing with a very astute Los Gatos club. That one, thought that might have been in there, but might have been a hair outside. That one also drifting in there. And we got a 3-1 count. And Shane has got himself aboard for the 9th time via walk. So again, runners on first and second, and Mountain View facing down, more damage. And in this case, it's Teague Drotar, whom we saw once earlier. And Teague, who's batting .600 coming into this game, looking to pad that average a little bit. And that one, Yoakum spinning around trying to pick the runner off second and very nearly threw that ball into center field. Good coverage there by the second baseman. That one very high. 1-0. That one's hit well, but hit very foul. So that'll leave in the count at 1-1. Delivers, and that one just missed. Two and one. That one hits straight into, at second base. They tag, and that will end the inning. But we talk about reversal of fortune. We now have Mountain View needing to overcome a 4-run deficit, and they got 3 outs to do it. Will they be able to pull it off? It's going to be a fantastic finish. Don't go away. Tommy Splain continuing to pitch for the Wildcats and now pitching for the win, as Gabe Barrett thought he was last inning. But now, Splain's sitting on a 4-run cushion, and John Founds at the plate. John's got a .442 average, 23 hits, 19 RBIs, 7 doubles. And he looks at a ball there. John's a senior. This is his 3rd year on the varsity. And he's starting things off in what may be the last gasp for the Spartans. That one's in there for a strike. If Founds manages to get aboard, he has never been picked off in a steal attempt. So that may be part of the reason why he's batting right now. He fouled that one off, so it's 1-2. That one's hit well into left field, and the fielder making a great run for it and made the catch over the shoulder. 1 away. Great effort there. Your batter is Gabe Barrett. That one, I saw a puff of dust there. I thought that might have hit Gabe. Apparently not. That one's in the dirt. 2-0. That one's in there for a strike. 2-1. And there he watches another one go by him. That evens the count at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Barrett's out. So Mountain View's last hope comes to the plate, at least for right now, in the form of Nate Bonfilio. That one's high, ball one. Strike two. Or 1-1, I beg your pardon. That one's in there. Now it's 1-2. As Mountain View's down to its last pitch. Taps that one, covered, throws, and the ball game is over. For the Los Gatos Wildcats, 7 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error. For the Mountain View Spartans, 3 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error. As Los Gatos, after a huge rally, including a grand slam in the top of the 7th, capture this game, and they'll move into second place all by themselves into the De Anza League. Producer and director tonight was Josh Young. Thank you, sir. Breen Yuen was on camera. Robin Frank also on camera tonight. Daniel Negretti, the production assistant. Tim Erskine, our truck engineer. Special thanks to Mountain View High School and the Mountain View Los Altos High School District. I'm Mike Messner, reminding you, run for the roses, but don't forget to stop and smell them. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next time.